4-star general in charge of the US Air Force's Air Mobility Command has defended a memo he sent to his officers earlier this year where he predicted the US would be at war with China in 2025. My assessment is that war is not inevitable, but the readiness I'm driving with that timeline is absolutely essential to deterrence. The memo to his officers ordered them to be prepared for a fight with China. And while the Pentagon distanced itself from Minihan's timeline, the US is openly preparing for a direct war with China by building up its forces in the Asia Pacific and increasing military support for Taiwan. Minihan's prediction is that war would be sparked over a Chinese move on Taiwan. The memo also included several orders for Air Mobility Command personnel, including getting their personal affairs in order. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau announced that Canadian security agencies were actively pursuing credible allegations that agents of the government of India were potentially involved in the killing of Canadian citizen and Sikh separatist leader Hardeep Singh Nijjar. Trudeau further labelled the alleged incident an unacceptable violation of our sovereignty. India-Canada relations have been strained in recent years as New Delhi has accused Ottawa of failing to take action against Sikh separatist leaders and supporters in Canada whom India views as national security threats. Sikh separatists have for decades sought an independent state for Sikhs called Khalistan in India's Punjab region. While the movement was historically based in Punjab, Indian security operations, infighting and a loss of popular support pushed its core abroad via the Sikh diaspora. Both Trudeau and Modi faced domestic political incentives to play hardball, with Trudeau facing numerous scandals and Modi promoting a Hindu nationalist vision ahead of general elections in 2024. Azerbaijan has captured the strategic enclave of Nagorno-Karabakh after 3 decades of the region being disputed. Azerbaijan launched a military operation in Nagorno-Karabakh, a region governed by Armenians within Azerbaijan's territory. The Armenian authorities of Nagorno-Karabakh capitulated to Azerbaijan's demands, disbanding their armed forces and allowing soldiers and local civilians to leave the region. The local militias were heavily outnumbered and concluded that resistance would be in vain after taking significant casualties. Azerbaijan's control over the area will increase its negotiating power in peace talks with Armenia, and Baku will continue threatening military action against Yerevan to maintain leverage. With Russia tied down in the protracted war in Ukraine, Azerbaijan's victory is a decisive step in the region and places Russia, the guarantor of Armenia, in precarious positions in the Caucasus. Syrian President Bashar al-Assad met with Chinese President Xi Jinping during the Asian Games. According to Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson, the two discussed a range of issues that will push bilateral relations to a new level. Bashar al-Assad is in search for substantial reconstruction aid after a decade-long uprising. China is also trying to project an image of the country getting involved on global issues, and China representing an alternative order to the US and the West. Syria's reconstruction is estimated to cost up to $500 billion, and it's unlikely China will provide substantial reconstruction aid to Syria, given the uncertainty of the returns on that investment.